Introducing the mighty Imperial Pikemen, ready to charge into battle and claim victory. This unit possesses exceptional mastery nodes, making it one of the best choices on the battlefield. By combining its skills, reducing cooldowns, the new skill called Loyal Strike, and gaining crowd control immunity after 3 seconds of advancing, this unit becomes a force to be reckoned with. One of their new skills, Loyal Strike, delivers a swift and decisive stab, concluding the advance. Timing is crucial here, as executing the strike just before the advance ends maximizes its impact. The damage inflicted during the advance directly influences the strength of the Loyal Strike, making it particularly potent against heroes. It's like being struck by javelins, enabling you to secure important hero kills. Moving on to their second node, it grants complete crowd control immunity after 3 seconds of advancing. While this may seem like a significant duration, in practice, the unit often encounters knockdowns before that time elapses. As a result, the impact of this node might not be as noticeable as desired. Nevertheless, it remains a highly valuable mastery, deserving an S-tier rating in my opinion. If you have a fondness for this unit, it is an absolute must-have. Javelin Sergeants, hailed as the best javelins in the game, owe their success to their exceptional mastery. This unit stands firmly in the S-tier category, as these mastery nodes effectively address all of its weaknesses. They offer increased ammo upon javelin kills and a stackable damage bonus, leaving little room for drawbacks. While Javelin Sergeants excel in most aspects, it's worth noting that their javelins are relatively weaker against heavy shields such as the Imperial Spearmen. Aside from this minor limitation, the unit is truly impressive. Here's a helpful tip: if you heavily rely on their ammo not fire rate, going is fine, but I always recommend to switch to the other veteran skills for the double throw. However, this is only advisable if you possess a high-tier javelin ammo doctrine, preferably T5. Otherwise, sticking to the ammo veteran supply build is a solid choice. Furthermore, it's important to remember that the last node, which grants the unit a buff, will be lost if you die or switch them out. Therefore, prioritizing the survival and careful management of your unit is crucial. It's worth noting that healing them as a supply will not remove the buff. In summary, Javelin Sergeants shine as the top javelin unit in the game thanks to their mastery nodes.
Elite Ironcap Spearmen possess a commendable A-tier mastery with notable nodes. Firstly, they gain the ability to stun enemies for 0.5 seconds, similar to their counterparts, the Imperial Spearmen. This grants them crowd control capability. Their second significant node enables them to effectively counter most cavalry charges, excluding the formidable Yenudeos, as the latter can instantly eliminate units with a single hit, thus bypassing the Spearman's defensive passive. Additionally, the final node piques curiosity as it pertains to their resilience against poison and burn damage. Its impact remains to be seen in practice. In summary, Elite Ironcap Spearmen boast impressive mastery nodes, granting them stun abilities, enhanced defense against cavalry charges, excluding Yenudeos, and potential resistance against poison and burn effects. Elite Palace Guards are a formidable unit, firmly positioned in the S-tier category. This is mainly due to their mastery nodes, which address their weakness, specifically the cooldown of their Guard the Throne skill. The nodes effectively enhance their damage for a brief period of 6 seconds after any skill, while also reducing the cooldown of the well-timed Guard the Throne ability. For those unfamiliar, this unit has the capability to withstand any cavalry charge by skillfully timing their Ironside and Guard the Throne abilities. Overall, elite palace guards are truly impressive and highly capable on the battlefield. A solid A-tier mastery since it enhances the unit in a very good way, but also keeps the unit balanced. Elite halberdiers benefit from a mastery node that capitalizes on their formation, bringing good news to players. Each soldier gains extra damage after landing 5 hits, although this stacking process can be challenging to achieve, making it less likely to unleash massive damage. However, what sets them apart is their unique passive ability, healing after successfully landing those aforementioned 5 hits. This makes them the only pikemen unit with a healing passive, adding to their resilience on the battlefield. It's important to note that all of these benefits are only active when they are in the F2 formation, known as the square of stand firm. In conclusion, the mastery node for elite halberdiers falls into a solid A tier. It enhances the unit in a significant way, striking a balance between improving their performance while keeping them balanced.
Imperial Spearmen, known for their incredible durability, currently hold the title of the tankiest unit in the game. Their first mastery node stands out as one of the best, granting continuous healing and an unbreakable block. Unless faced with substantial blunt damage or effective flanking, these soldiers will hold their ground. 2 important notes: when the unit turns yellow, it indicates enhanced block and crowd control immunity. This change occurs either after a period of combat or when their armor is pierced. The final node takes their annoyance factor to another level by stunning heroes in place after landing 5 hits on them. Overall, considering the mastery's ability to enhance the unit's strengths and make them even more formidable, I would rate it as an A+. It amplifies what Imperial Spearmen are already designed to excel at, making them stronger in their intended role. Pike Militia, once considered one of the best units capable of halting Reapers, has recently suffered a significant nerf. Despite their mastery nodes, they are overshadowed by the formidable Yenyadeos cavalry in the game. However, it's important to note that this unit can still successfully counter most high-tier cavalry, with a few exceptions. Their nodes follow a straightforward pattern: when 1/3 of the unit's headcount is lost, they gain buffs. However, their vulnerability lies in being quickly wiped out before activating this buff, especially in situations involving the Yenyadeos cavalry. To summarize, it is crucial to avoid scenarios where the unit can be defeated with just one hit. Taking into account the affordability of the unit and its ability to effectively counter most cavalry units,
let's discuss the elite Javelin Militia. The most significant aspects of their mastery points are as follows. One node provides them with an additional throw of javelins, increasing their charge from 2 throws to 3 throws. The final throw does not consume ammo. Their charge is guaranteed to break the block, making it one of the most effective charges in the game, particularly in crowded team fights. After breaking the block, additional damage dealers are required to handle the tanky shields. Overall, these 2 nodes are exceptional. On paper, I would give this mastery a solid A+. Please let me know in the comments below if you would like a gameplay preview with this unit when its mastery nodes are maxed out.
Let's talk about the Ironcap swordsmen and their veterancy tree with mastery nodes. Take a look at their last node, which grants them immunity to Daze. Now, let me explain the difference between Daze, Knockback, and Knockdown. Daze occurs when a soldier's block is broken, often happening when they are shot by muskets or hit by javelins. During Daze, the soldier stands in place, barely holding on to their weapons, completely vulnerable to damage. The average duration of Daze is around 3 seconds. Knockback is when you are pushed back, lasting approximately 1.5 seconds. You can experience this when the Imperial shields push you or during the advance of Imperial pikemen when the enemy is slightly far, just touching the tip of the pike. Knockdown is when you are knocked flat to the ground for 2.5 seconds. You can observe this with most ultimates and the Imperial pikemen's advance. In my opinion, the overall mastery of the Ironcap swordsmen is okay, especially if you enjoy playing with them. However, in terms of overall effectiveness, I would say this unit isn't good, and their mastery isn't worth it, particularly in high ELO. Therefore, I would rate this unit as B tier with their mastery.
Imperial Javelineers, once renowned as the top heavy javelins without shield issues, faced a challenge primarily related to ammo. However, their mastery nodes pose a problem as they heavily focus on their flying shield ability, which becomes increasingly useless as you progress and utilize them solely as Javelineers. The flying shield ability involves throwing shields in a manner reminiscent of Captain America, causing daze and bleeding upon impact. While it proves decent against low-tier units without shields, such as peasants, it holds some effectiveness against lightly armored heroes or assassin classes.
They have the following features. They can slow enemies by 80% for 4 seconds with their javelins. They have a low rate of fire of 1 throw every 10 seconds. They can replenish 1 javelin on hit, giving them potentially infinite ammo if they don't miss. They can also replenish javelins with their melee strikes, which can be useful against weak enemies. They have a drawback of not replenishing javelins if they hit a shield. The final verdict upon this unit is that it's B tier unit with mastery nodes.
Halbs Sergeants are a decent unit on their own, but their mastery nodes provide only a small amount of utility that might appeal to new players. However, in my opinion, these nodes are a waste of honor, especially as you progress and rank up in the game, as they lack efficiency. Unfortunately, these sergeants often meet their demise after charging due to the knockdowns inflicted by heroes. The main emphasis of their mastery nodes is placed on their charge ability, which is seldom utilized. Considering the buffs the unit receives, I would rate these mastery nodes as B tier. They barely enhance the unit enough to compete against higher tier units, but they fall short in comparison.
Elite Prefecture Guards, a unit in a game that used to be very strong but has lost some of its power. The unit has two main nodes, one that heals it and the heal is doubled during combat of around 80 HP per second. And one that makes it keeps on charging during drill mood just like Srigas if you have the unit. The healing node is decent, and the charge node is also decent. The unit is rated B+ with its mastery, meaning it is still good but not the best.